Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Marnell. I am here today with the first day of the 100-day project. It's the first time I'm participating in this, so I'm hoping that I can finish 100 days. It sounds very daunting. What I'm going to do with my 100-day project is I am going to follow Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. She has mass making projects every week, and she has 100 projects that she mass makes, and she started again with episode 101, repeating from number 1. So I'm going to try to do her 100 projects in 100 days. I am very excited. I love Tina's channel. She's Shabbydabbydoodah. I will link it in the description box. And today's project is making coin envelopes. So I just have a couple of printed papers here that I'm going to use for that. And some of my papers just for like neutral bases. Let's see how far we get. So let's start with just making one the way she did. I'm going to follow her directions and make it the way she did. She called these pockets coin envelopes. So it's kind of an envelope without a flap. Yeah. So it's very easy. All you need is a ruler or a scissor or maybe paper cutters. Ruler, scissor, paper cutters, and glue. And then things to decorate with when you're done, if you do want to do that. A lot of times if I mass make things, I do not decorate, but yeah, it's up to you if you want to decorate or not. So let's start. When you might need a bone folder as well, now that I think about it. Let's make a bigger one. Let's just start with a bigger one, just because it's easy to follow along. So I have a regular copy paper, an A4 8.5 by 11, I think. You just fold, and I'm just gonna eyeball it because that's what she did too. I'm gonna do that, and then you have to fold a tab over. And what I am going to do different than what she did is I am simply going, maybe I'll cut some of this off. I am going to fold my paper over a little bit where the opening of the envelope is going to be, just because I printed mine on 30 pounds, so it is thicker than regular copy paper. But because this is a pocket and you might, put stuff in here more, you are going to put, add tags and things in here. Oh wow, I can't fold straight. And then I'm just strengthening the opening. That's what I'm trying to say while I'm trying to fold this straight, and it just feels like I'm not very successful. So the next thing I'm going to do, and she didn't do this step, but she printed hers on thicker paper. I'm just going to glue this piece that I'm folding over. And I probably, maybe for bulk, okay, no, I think it should be okay. Let's just see how it goes. This would be the top of my pocket, and then the bottom, all she did was she went in and made 2 little slits here, and then she cut these off. And then you make a slot. Oh, you need a circle punch. A slot in the middle, more or less. I'm just eyeballing it. And then just gluing. So you can glue it two ways. You can glue these two flaps and then glue this flap on top, or you can glue this flap on the bottom and then this, depending how you want it to look. I don't really mind which way. So I am just going to do it this way. And maybe I might do this next one different, I don't know. Oops. And there's one coin pocket done. Easy peasy. The other thing with folding that over, it also covers that little spot there. I didn't even think about that, but that's an extra bonus there. So okay, let's make one more just so you can see, and then we'll mass make. So again, let's make a smaller one. I'm gonna tear this page in half. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold the piece over just to strengthen my top part of the pocket, because this is the excess papers from my eco dyeing, so they do need a little bit of strengthening there. And then fold this. So it's a very simple project, and that's what I love about her mass making sessions. They're all very easy, straightforward, nothing crazy difficult. So it's easy to make quite a bunch of them in a small period of time. And this one is smaller. So I would say, if you don't want to do the fold over here, if you have the thicker kind of scrapbook paper, that would be perfect for this. But I think this thickness is great as well, because it adds less bulk. Forgot about this. Adds less bulk. So it's easier to do the notch before you glue, and of course mine is wet, so I'm going to maybe do that later. So just grab a book. How are we going to use this in a journal? So this can go obviously inside a pocket, or just be glued onto a page, or you can just paper clip it onto a page, and then you'll have a tag or a journaling card inside. So very easy to make and fast. So let's do a couple mass making style. This was just a piece of scrap, so let's use this one. Oh, maybe I should just tear them the size I want them first. Let's do that as step number one. So this one, I'm thinking we can tear it in half. This one will be too small, but this one will work. Make a smaller one. And if I fold it over, and that should be okay. This one, I'm thinking it's so pretty. Let's do a tall, skinny one. obviously not the whole page. Where are we gonna cut it? That could be the fold over, so I don't have to tear that. Maybe let's do it, make it here. Okay, tall skinny one. Tall skinny one. This one could be a tall skinny one too, for a nice tall skinny tag. Whoops. I do like tall skinny tags. And then shall we cut it off here? Maybe just underneath that rose there. Okay. This one. Let's put it on here. And like I say, I'm not measuring. They're not going to be all the same size at all. I'm just eyeballing and let's see what happens kind of thing here. So this one would be cute if this is on the front. We'll have to fold it a little differently. I'm going to tear it here, and maybe what I'm doing now doesn't make sense to you, but it will in a minute once I start gluing and folding. But what I'm thinking here is it would be nice to have different sizes. Let's take this one half, and we'll just take the edges off. So these ones won't be deep ones, but the paper is so pretty. I love it. Okay, and let's, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this one, and then which way is up? This way, I think. Let's do a bigger one again on this one because the paper is so pretty. Yeah, and I'm sorry, I do not know whose papers these are. I just grabbed them from, I found a file folder with printed papers, and I just grabbed these out of there. Probably should have paid more attention to, I should write down when I print, and I don't use paper where it comes from, so I have a better, you know, once they end up in my scrapbox, I know whose papers it is. So yeah, I'm sorry. I am organizing almost everything in my scrap room, so why can't I pick this paper up? I found this file folder. I don't know when I printed all of these. It must have been a while ago, and I couldn't remember where all of these came from. So now I'm just folding my top fold and my bottom fold, and I'm kind of getting my ruler in here just to help me to make a straight fold, because folding is like cutting for me. It's never straight, never, ever, ever. So this one, I need to think, oh, okay, now this fold is fine. It's just when I want the front image where I'm doing the side folds, that I have to think where I want what. So yeah, like I say, I am very excited about the 100-day project. It's going to be, my whole idea was I need some ready-made ephemera, and I thought with this I'll end up with a lot of ephemera after 100 days. If I can get, you know, 4 or 5 from each project, then I will end up with quite a bit of ephemera at the end of 100 days, I'm thinking. So yeah, that's the idea. Let's see how much ephemera I can end up with after 100 days. And I probably won't decorate everything on a video, on the videos, but at least I will have bases to work with. Okay. And this teeny tiny one, maybe I made this one too small, but let's see what we end up with. Let's see, even if I have the ruler, I'm not doing it straight. Okay. Bone fold. Okay. So my next step would be to glue the tops. Which one would be the top here? Honestly, don't know. Does it really matter? Let's say that's the top. This one. This is the top. So yeah, it's been a very cold and gloomy day again. We don't know whether or not we are having spring or winter at this point in time, but it's all good. At least it's not snowing. I can take the rain. I actually love rainy days. So this one. We have a public holiday today, and we went for brunch, and then we went for a drive. It's one of my husband's favorite things to do. I can't say that I particularly like driving around aimlessly for no reason, but it is something he likes to do, and so we did that. And then I came home and I started coffee dyeing or dyeing papers for my shop. I'm running low on stock on almost everything. You know how it goes. Okay, so that's my top glued. My bottom is done, so now I have to do the side folds. And I just want to see for this one, yeah, what's on the front. Side folds. Yes, if you have not gone over to Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah, but I'm pretty sure most of you know her channel. I love watching her channel every night after supper. Once the kitchen is clean, then I'm just kind of sitting back and before we start watching something on the TV, I would watch Tina while doing some crafting. Oh, this is the one that I have to see. Doing some crafting projects. Maybe some slow stitching or fussy cutting. While I watch her and my husband's doing his thing before we start watching a movie or something like that every night. So yeah, I do like watching, and she has videos every day. I think this one is Raindrop Lila, if I'm not mistaken, but that's probably all I can. And this one might be, oh, no, I'm not sure. I better not say, and then I'm getting it wrong. So this one we want maybe that set of roses kind of label in the middle of the front pocket. I'm thinking. This is so pretty. It's not totally in the middle, but it's okay. And this one I need to decide how big I want it, because it's not a very deep one. It's actually a very small one. Maybe I'll add it over here. Yes. Okay, so now all the sides are folded. The next step I'm going to do is cut the notches here. What did I do? I need to do it this way. Cutting the notches and then opening it up, cutting these off. Should have folded it differently at the beginning. Now I made an extra step for myself, but it's all good. Okay. If I folded it differently from the beginning, it would have been not necessary to unfold it again. Okay. Oh yeah, please, if there's something, let me know. What I'm trying to say is, if you are watching something on Netflix that's worth watching, or Disney Plus, please let me know, because I think we're at the end of anything good on Netflix, anything in English, because lately, I don't know if it's just us, but lately we would, you know, you go through Netflix, you see the photos and kind of the preview of something, and you read what it's about, and then when you start watching it, it's not even in English at all. But they do not say that it's in a different language. It is so frustrating. I honestly, I wouldn't mind if, you know, but then just say it's a Spanish or a whatever language it's in, movie or series, or I don't know, just find it a bit frustrating. Because now we're at the point where we're thinking, aha, we found something to watch. You watch the intro, the music and everything, and usually by then I can see, oh, there's, you know, the last names are kind of not what you expect, and then they start talking and it's not English. Okay. And I am afraid I do not want to read if I decided when I'm thinking I am watching a movie, so I don't want to read. Oh, maybe I'll do the notches first. You know, I know you can put that on and then understand the whole story, but honestly, then I'd rather read a book than read what's on TV. I'm watching TV because I'm too lazy to do anything else. Okay, so now we're gonna do gluing, and I'm gonna do that one on top. Why aren't you working? I just used this glue and it was working perfectly fine. Whoops, wrong way around. This needs to be on this side. Okay. Avoid that mistake when you're doing this. There's one pocket glued. This one. Maybe I'll have this one on top because it's so pretty. This might be paper cameo. I think cottage is the digital kit, but I'm not saying that I'm 100% sure about that either, so didn't cut that straight, so we'll leave this one is straight. We can hide that inside. So this one I didn't fold in the middle because I wanted the ballerina in the front to be in the middle. So if you know there's something on the front that you want, make sure that you just fold it so your image will be where you want it to be. Okay. So pretty. Oh, wait. Maybe I'll glue that one in the bottom or on the inside because I have that white that I don't want shown. So I'm gonna glue it on here and then fold this one over and have these two. Okay, there. Now I can see that white little edge. Okay, so we have made quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably could have done more, but I wasn't sure how long it would take. But let's decorate maybe a couple of them. This one is the back, this one is the front. And I am thinking I might just want a stamp here. It's a Canadian stamp where it just says SES, which was roses, but let's just not deal with that. And I was thinking maybe just like field notes, or let's see what else we have here. Brought in some lace. I wanted to use just little offcuts again. And there's one doily that's really, really fine, but it wouldn't really show up on here. And I'm wondering if the lace would. This one would. I am just looking for a that's too red. This one too, unless I use a different stamp. I can do that. Maybe 2. First one, and I do not know what to do. Okay, so let's, I do like that color there. Let's forget about the, maybe we'll do field notes here. Just some brown paper underneath. I do like it. It's very simple, that not fussy or nothing, but I do like the fact that it's just, you know, the simplicity of it. So let's just do that and not complicate things. Because this can, and if I do not put the red stamp there, I can actually use this with anything, but I do like the pop of color there. Field notes. And with the cute tag in here and maybe some ribbon coming out of it, it would be just perfect. And let's just stamp this as well. Okay, do like that. Maybe we'll just give this one a bit of a stamp there too. Oh, that was very noisy, I think. Okay, one decorated. Let's look at another one. Of course, I'm totally drawn to this, but we already did a black and white one. What shall we do with this? I'm thinking maybe a sorry silk, like a ruffle here. Okay, so let's add a ruffle on here, and we'll do it Shabbydabbydoodah style too. I saw Tina doing these, and I simply love the way it looks. And so she just takes, you know, any ribbon, sari silk, whatever, just with her glue gun, and just kind of rough it up. So it's a messy ruffle. I love the way it looks. Okay. Since we're doing Tina's coin pockets, why not follow in her footsteps? And honestly, I don't even know if this needs any more. I don't think I want to add any words on here just because we already have that. I don't even want to ink it. I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't think even a stamp is necessary at this point. So let's leave that one. Let's do one more that we can add maybe something more. And I'm immediately thinking maybe this lace on the bottom. Again, this is so pretty. Love it. Let's do the lace on the bottom. And if I was truly prepared Shabbydabbydoodah style, I probably would have some bling. But I didn't bring bling. So I need to do something else. I do like that. It's on a see-through sticker, but I do like that. And shall we just add, is this kind of weird, or he's wondering if he's too small, or maybe let's add something bigger. This little girl here, and let's do, no, that is just not, some vintage paper behind her. I'm just thinking to make her stand out a little bit more. She can kind of stand on the lace. And again, I don't think I need anything more. Do this go here? Or I do like it that way. Okay, let's start gluing. You know, sometimes you do not need a lot of things. Or do I just, let me just see. I want some of this just for a layered effect, maybe. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to cut that straight. And maybe, okay. Now I like this side better. Which side do you see the stripes the best? Just thinking the stripes will give a little bit of interest as well, so there. These papers are very fragile, so I hope they won't tear. And I'm just gonna get rid of that straight line there. And oh, I do have fabric tack here. I was just thinking, oh, I used my fabric tack in my bedroom last night. So while I was crafting and watching a movie in bed, because it was really cold last night, we watched TV in the room because, like I said, it was just simply too cold to sit and watch TV in the living room. And yeah, it was actually fun. Of course, my husband didn't. I think by 9 o'clock he was fast asleep, and I was watching the movie on my own because it was a very, very boring. I can't even remember what we were watching. So please, if you have any suggestions for anything good on Netflix, let me know, because there's nothing to watch anymore. We're just at the point where I usually just watch YouTube, and then he'll watch some sport thing. But it would be nice to watch something together, but we just can't find anything that we either haven't watched yet or can understand. And we have watched a couple of good series that were translated, so I'm not opposed to that. It's just that a lot of these, the description and everything is in English, but it's not translated, which is just frustrating. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. It will give you a good idea on how to make these coin envelopes, and it's from Shabbydabbydoodah. Where did I put my pen for my glue? And it's her week 1, so tomorrow we'll do week 2. So I hope I'm not going to go crazy trying to do all her projects in 100 days that she usually do for more than a year. Yeah, it's 2 years because it's 100 weeks. Anyway, let's see. I did this one. Cute little envelope. Oh, but I didn't put the notch in the middle at all. But I think I was trying to avoid cutting through that flower. That's okay too. And then this little one. So this one is really... Oh, and I glued it together. It's the other thing you should be conscious of. Not glue your pocket shut. This cute little one. And then this one is just with my, where's the corner? There's circle punch. I think this should be dry by now. Just put that notch in while I'm, no, it's still not. Oh, okay, it's still not dry enough. I think I did put the art glitter glue in there. Anyway, just from my papers. And this one is a very cute one too. And the ballerina, the beautiful, I think these are wild roses, I'm not sure. This one we decorated. This one we decorated too, even though it's just a messy little ruffle on there. And this one minimum too, because the images are just so pretty. Why add to it if you do not have to? That's my motto. And you know, the more you add, the more bulk you add to your journal as well. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you'll follow along on this adventure. Oh, look, I didn't do this one. I can just glue this one afterwards. This adventure that I'm starting today, and I hope I can keep up. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.